Welcome back, friends. Welcome to the Half-Ass Crafter. I'm Laura, the Half-Ass Crafter. And if you watched my last video, you were like, indeed, she is. So I did a whole video making this journal here that you see. And it kind of was a humongous struggle bus. It was like a double-decker struggle bus. But we got here. And it took me 4 days to record that one video and 2 days to edit it because I kept having to just stop for a while. And I thought about just throwing the whole thing away, but I didn't. I published it because I want people to see that you do struggle with these projects. It is not like, people are not just like, whoosh, 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 and it's super easy and then something beautiful gets made. So as I was editing the video, I realized, I have all this really nice trim that I got at Temu, and I bought it for this journal. And I saw all of these little like gaps and places that I wish I had done something different. And I thought, I think what I can do is I can put trim over these little spots that I feel like, maybe, little gaps, like the gaps between the signatures. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put trim on these little bits. I actually kind of want this trim to be longer, I think. So I'm going to get a longer piece here. And my hope is that you all will see that, it's fine. Like, this is just arts and crafts. It's here for you. Well, at least for me, this is just something that I do that isn't a computer. I really like physical things. I like exercise. I like working outside, things that aren't on a computer. And this little hobby of crafting and doing videos is, I do have to use a computer to do the videos, and I upload them to the computer, but I get to do crafty things. So what we're gonna do is I am going to get a brush. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna glue these pieces in, and I hope that it works the way I think it will work. I'm not sure if it will or not, but maybe. Let's find out. And, it's all okay, one way or the other. Because this is a junk journal, and it's all good. So I'm going to try to do this way first, and I want to get that in there. Yeah, I'm going to need glue on this paper. So we saw Bitsy this weekend, and my husband got his very first riding lesson. He actually did really well. He's so funny. He was like, I thought I did really badly. I felt like I was all over the place. And the trainer and I both were like, man, you did really well. But that's what it feels like. When you're up on the horse, you think that you look ridiculous and that everything's going awry. But then when you get, when you see the video of yourself, you're like, oh, that wasn't half as bad as I thought it was. All right, so where's my plastic? I think I need more glue on here. And maybe I should be using Fabrifix. I don't know. I'm not entirely certain. I feel like this PVA glue should work okay, but maybe I'm wrong. But I definitely want to close this book. I'm gonna push that in there, and then I wanna close that book and hope that that does what I want it to. All right, and then we're gonna move on to this one. And this one should be a touch easier, maybe? I don't know. That signature doesn't look like it's sewn very straight, does it? That's fine. All right. Do that. And then this. So Betsy's doing really well. She's remembering all of her training. It's just taking a minute, but you know, she's old. She sat in a field for quite a while, so we think she's getting there. So it'll be fun. And she and my husband really do kind of have a bond already. She really likes my husband a lot. So that's awesome. All right, and then this, I did think about ironing this, and maybe I should have. Let's see if I can get this in there like I want it, like so. And then I can run, can you see this? Yes, I can run a bead of glue here. And then my hope is that I can just smooth that out with my fingers. Yeah, like that. And then same thing here. Run a little bead of glue. Smooth that out with my fingers. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This is a junk journal. Remember that. Nothing has to be perfect. We'll trim the edges. And there's a good chance that I'll put other trim on the edges or something. Wow, this Fabrifix gets so thick in these bottles. Somebody's going to tell me, you can't combine those glues. You're going to have a toxic vapors or something. It's fine. It's all okay. All right, I wish I had another piece of plastic, but of course I don't save my plastic like I should. All right. And then where is, all right, and then I have this one, but I think I'm gonna dry this one first. So be right back. Okay, so that's still a little wet in there, so I'm gonna put that plastic back in. But what I want to do before I forget is I do want to cover this with some bookbinder's tape. I thought maybe I could leave it alone because it does have a really neat old, you know, spine to it, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to do that. So I'm going to put some bookbinder's tape on it. Okay, so that should keep this holding, which will be nice. And then hopefully that will dry in a minute. And then this is drying. Cool. All right. And then let's see. Let's put, you know what? I'm going to cut this in half. And I'm going to put it right there. And then I'm going to, whoa, put this one in here. Like so. to try to do this back one because this one I'm really interested in doing, but this one I'm going to glue on the actual ribbon. We're going to try 2 different variations because we have 4 of these. So we're going to glue directly on the ribbon on 2, and then we glued on the page on the other 2. And we'll see which one will work better. Trying to really coat this with glue. Trying to use my supplies. Trying to use my supplies. All right. And then this, I want to really sit in there like that. Yes, just like that. All right. That one I think may have done what I wanted it to. All right, and then I'm gonna cut this in half. Gonna have to go buy some more stamps, huh? So that I have some more plastic acetate stuff. All right, I'm gonna go clean up and let this dry, and I'll be back. Okay, what I'm putting in here is a cutting mat. So I'm gonna put a cutting mat in there. I'm gonna push that down, and I think I might have, no, I don't. Okay. All right, we're gonna let all this dry. Okay, everything is dried. I did run a piece of washi tape right here because the tape was a little skinny on this side, so I just put a piece of washi tape down. I didn't even kind of left it all raggedy because it's a raggedy book. But everything's dry and it feels how I want it to feel, if that makes any sense. It just feels more robust. It feels like I've taken up the space, the excess space that this book had. So everything's glued down. There's the black lace. There's the jacquard lace, I guess. There's the moths. Those are so good. And then in the back, we have a smaller piece of, ooh, that's coming up. Well, Fabri-Tac didn't hold it because that was Fabri-Tac. Let's try it again. I'm just going to use it straight out of the Fabri-Tac bottle because someone commented one time and said that when you move Fabri-Tac into another bottle, it will dry out on you. So let's do that. And then put that down. All right, leave that closed. So we did that. I'm going to leave that back there like that. And I'm going to leave you with the first thing I'm going to do in this journal. So I had this printable. It's just a picture that I printed out like 15 years ago. And it looks like that. It's just a a lady telling these kids fortune, and there's an owl up there and a cat down here, and I just want to put it on either side of this centerfold. So that's what we're gonna do. Got my little book here. I'm hoping that this glue stick will be enough to glue paper to paper. And I'm putting on a lot of glue stick because that's what they say. They say, if it doesn't stick, you're not using enough. And I say, well, okay then, let me add more. I want it to be kind of close. Let's see. There we go. And then this one. And this journal is really taking me for a spin. So hopefully when I come back and I have lots of time to devote to this journal, things will be better. And I will stop having all of these issues that I keep having with it. Well, I think she stuck way better than the kids did. Can I peel up the kids? No. Kids have to be a little cockeyed. It's the cockeyed kids. It's fine. All right, that's cool. And then I have like some lace I could put on here. I kind of like how short some of these pages are. Like back here, these pages are a lot shorter than those. And my hope is that I can put some trim on them. Yeah. And then it will give me what I'm looking for. Man, this Tim Holtz stuff is like just a smidgen too big for what I really want to do with it. But that's okay. We'll figure it all out. All right. I have all of these printables that I've got to cut out. So I'm going to get busy on that. I've got all these fussy cuts. I already cut one, but I need to cut some more of these. Little birds. Oh, it's going to be fun. All right. And then I do have Halloween themed stuff, but it's like, you know, not overly Halloween-y, but pretty Halloween-y. So it's all going to be fun. And then all of my Tim Holtz stuff. So stick around. What a fun month it's going to be. You got 2 videos.